We're talking about deforestation in the Philippines. Deforestation in the Philippines is defined as the creation of clearing forests and conversion of used forest lands to other use other than forests, such as agriculture, urban development, or mining. Deforestation drags a huge percentage of forest cover in a country where it reached only 23.38% of the land area. Illegal logging slash and burn agriculture, and the expansion of urban areas are some causes of deforestation. Consequences include biodiversity loss, soil erosion, water scarcity, and climate change. Significant strategies include PRNRPS or the Philippine National Red Plus strategy to address the issue. This strategy aims to reduce emissions from deforestation and forest degradation, conserve forest carbon stocks, and improve the livelihoods of forest-dependent communities. So, what's the objective? Addressing deforestation in the Philippines is most important for stopping the loss of the country's rich biodiversity, minimizing the impact of climate change, and safeguarding important ecosystem services. These topics aims to protect forests with objective for climate protection, conservation of biodiversity, and better local livelihoods. RED will reduce emissions from deforestation and forest degradation. The new international RED Plus concept has recently expanded to cover the conservation of forest carbon stocks, sustainable management of forests, and enhancement of forest carbon stocks. We're proceeding in combating deforestation in the Philippines. Deforestation in the Philippines is a pressing environmental issue with far-reaching consequences. Definitely, deforestation is such an important environmental issue with impacts that go beyond the country. The attitude is mostly due to illegal logging and conversion of forest land into agricultural lands, and also due to urbanization. In this way, loss of forest cover takes a toll on climate as well as loss of biodiversity, soil erosion, and less water resources. The goal is to significantly reduce deforestation rates in the Philippines and promote sustainable forest management practices. First is to strengthen law enforcement, enhance the capacity of law enforcement agencies to combat illegal logging and other forest crimes, increase the penalties for illegal logging and other forest-related offense, establish effective monitoring and surveillance system to detect and deter illegal activities. Second is to promote sustainable forest management. Implement sustainable forest management practices such as selective logging and reforestation. Support community-based forest management initiatives to empower local communities to protect forests. Promote the use of alternative, sustainable source of income for communities dependent on forests. Third is to raise public awareness. Conduct public awareness campaigns to educate the public about the importance of forests and the negative impacts of deforestation. Engage with schools and universities to promote environmental education and inspire young people to become environmental stewards. Collaborate with media outlets to disseminate information about deforestation and conservation efforts. Last is to restore degraded forests. Implement large-scale reforestation and afforestation programs to restore degraded forest ecosystem. Use native tree species and appropriate planting techniques to ensure the long-term sustainability of reforestation efforts. Monitor and evaluate reforestation projects to assess their success and identify areas for improvement. What's the effects of deforestation on wildlife and human society? Because of erosions, the soil becomes lost to sunlight, thus drying up and become unfertile as a result of loss of nutrients. Nutrient loss is compounded because of rainfall, during which rainwater washes nutrients flowing into waterways. Planting trees will not count much in solving the deforestation-related problems. Long before they grow, the soil will already be poor and deprived of many essential nutrients. This means the land will be fit for neither usage nor cultivation, and just end up as waste. Parts of a large area will become permanently impoverished because of soil erosion. Second is water cycle of trees disruption. Trees plays a very important role in maintaining the water cycle by taking water into their roots, which is then released into the atmosphere by evaporation. A huge volume of water that evaporates is evidenced in the form of rain within the differently occurring ecosystems, moist and water. As within the rainforest, once these trees are cut down, the zone will become increasingly drier. The groundwater will be affected and depleted soon. A flowing water that runs off helps run the water and takes in the flowing water with the soil. Without trees, this water will not collect passively. Runoff immediately takes it with no chance for groundwater tables due to less availability. Last is destruction of the water cycles. Trees maintains the water cycle in many ways. They absorb water into their roots, which is released into the atmosphere. In rainforests, most of the water from the ecosystem exists in the plant for example, when these trees are cut down, the area will become drier. They affect the groundwater tables and will soon become deficient. The trees prevents water from running out to the sea but instead allow the soil to absorb the flowing water. In the absence of trees, water runs off and does not allow the groundwater tables to absorb it. Gradually, their groundwater resources get depleted. What are the reasons for deforestation in the Philippines? First is urban construction. Clearing forests for urban expansions that involve inbound settlements, commercial establishment, roads, bridge, power plants, and other major impacts on the forest life has resulted in the loss of forest area and massive deforestation. Second is agriculture forests. Conversion into agriculture land where crops are grown. Farms established, ranch developed, and other lands dedicated to agricultural purposes. This includes the slash and burn farming technique called kain, commonly practiced in the Philippines. Third is as fuel. Trees usually are fall into legs, split pieces for firewood, or converted charcoal for cooking, heating purposes, and as income sources in rural areas. Last is commercial purposes. The clearing of forests for exploration of oil and mining determines of deforestation. Wildfires can be natural or most of the time, human initiate action to burn great forests. It results in forest loss and thus loss of habitats to the local wildlife. Because of illegal logging, many government agencies are on this exercise to fight illegal logging and protect the forest. But logging is logging, legal or illegal, and irrespective of that, it causes deforestation. Logging companies cut down trees indiscriminately in order to meet the demand of the wood market. This has left no options for the local wildlife and trees to regenerate and sustain themselves, which consequently leads to wildlife being forever lost. What are the strategy plans? First is policy and legislation. Formulate and enforce stringent environmental laws and regulations. Moving towards the policy that will develop and implement a complete national forest policy. Increase provision of funds towards forest conservation and restoration programs. Second is community engagement. Forge partnership with indigenous people and local communities. Provide training and capacity building for the local communities on sustainable forest management. Households are continuing to accomplish income generation by building community-based forest enterprise, reducing dependence on forest resources. Third is technology and innovation. New technologies like remote sensing and GIS have made it possible to monitor forest cover and illegal activities. Innovative forest management techniques, agroforestry, and silvopasture using energy sources that avoid deforestation for fuel food will lead to conserving forests. Last is monitoring and evaluation. Have a comprehensive plan for monitoring and evaluation as a system of tracking progress in relation to the goals and objectives of the action plan. Intervention impacts must be regularly evaluated and should inform the adjustment made to strategies. Partner with research institutions to organize scientific studies and the forest ecosystem and trends of deforestation. With this plan of action, the Philippines will be able to curb deforestation significantly and protect its national valuable forests as well as contribute to worldwide efforts in combating climate change.